The thing is, though, I'm a Moroccan diplomat, which implies that I don't fall under that jurisdiction.
And Mr. Harper, it appears here, looks like you received an infraction for exceeding the posted speed limit in a school zone and also having an illegible or obscured license plate on your vehicle on February 4th, 2025. You've responded to the issuance of those infractions by requesting a contested hearing. Is that correct?
My license suspended?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I just wanted to make sure those were the two infractions that were issued. I just wanted to make sure that was your understanding of why you're before the court.
Okay.
Okay. And you've requested a contested hearing of those infractions. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to begin by reviewing the police report. I'm then going to swear you in and give you an opportunity to provide your testimony. Okay?
Right out the gate, he's invoking diplomatic immunity for a speeding ticket. This isn't just bold, it's legally wild. Viewers, do you think he genuinely believes this will work? Or is this performance art in court?
Review the officer's report, right? And the court has reviewed the report of Officer Brian Danley. Mr. Harper, is there testimony you would like to provide regarding the issuance of the infractions in this case? Servant, as you raise your right hand, do you swear and affirm the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, sir, go ahead. What is your testimony regarding the issuance of these infractions?
Let me see. I think school is, wherever that school is, right over here. I may have ran about a corner a little fast because there was some cars approaching. Okay, I bite the bullet. I don't know how long that the officer was behind me, but when I get to the light, I finally see him pulling up. He wasn't already behind me. He was pulling up. He hit his lights. So I'm hearing impaired. I get out of my car to that police officer, whoever. No. First thing he says, get back in your car. I said, no, I'm getting back in my car. I'm hearing impaired. I'm not going to miss something you say. And I'm going to tell you the truth. He started to put his hand on his gun. And I told him, don't do it with me. I don't play that. I'm not going to say what I said. I said, but I don't play that. Don't do it. And he attempted, and I let him know, I don't play.
You can already feel it. The judge knows something's off. This isn't your everyday traffic hearing. Drop a comment right now. How long before this takes a turn no one sees coming?
I don't have no problem with police, but when he went like that, that's my problem. Evidently, he didn't like what I was saying to him. I'm telling him, I'm hearing impaired, whatever he doesn't like, that's your problem, not mine, but you're not going to put your hand on your gun with me. And I'm definitely not going to go for it. He called other people. They came or whatever, gave him my ticket. You're going to try and tell me, oh, you can go. I looked at him like, are you crazy? I cursed him out. I ain't gonna lie. Learned out I'm from the South. I know what it is to respect. I know all that. But when they get that gun in that bag, some of them, they let it go to their head. I don't. I'm going to give you respect. If you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you. And that's what it was. It was a lot of disrespect. Evidently, he thought he was bigger than me because he had that. You're not. You're a human being just like I am. You bleed just like I bleed. But I did. I stood my ground. I'm not going to let, just because you got a gun in the badge, I'm not going to do it. Too, I just lost my wife. She committed suicide on Easter. So there's a lot of things that go, and I don't need that stuff like that. And at this time, that didn't happen, but there was things going on. I tried to be cordial. When I got out of my car, I'm hearing impaired. I'm hearing impaired. You say something to me, I'm going to miss. And I'm not going to, by you saying something to me, I miss it, I go to jail. And that's what happened. For me, that's what happened. I don't know what he put in his report. I don't know. But that's what I did. Like I said, I may have been speed. I'll bite the bullet for that. But if he put something else in there.
Pause here. Harper's story hits a deeper nerve. This isn't about the ticket anymore. It's about power, respect, and survival. How often do we see emotion like this in a courtroom? Almost never.
Yeah, and Mr. Danley, I'll tell you, or Mr. Harper, excuse me, I'll tell you, there's none of that in the report. The only thing that's in the report, he saw.
So my whole point is, I'm not trying to interrupt you.
Okay.
I know I turned the corner, okay?
Yeah.
Now, if I went through that street when I got to that light,
yeah,
and then I looked in my mirror, I seen he was approaching me and he got behind me. Then he hit his lights as I turned to their windies and he stopped me in that parking lot.
What about the, you were also cited obstructed license plate. Tell me about the license plate cover on your vehicle. Does it make it?
That was taken off. I took that off my car because I didn't want no more problem. Now that's taken off. Okay. So I knew that because I know I can get you for it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
It's like I got stopped by Pierce County Sheriff, but they never brought that part up. But each precinct and all that is different, plate coverage.
Okay, all right.
But it's off my car.
Okay.
So I don't.
Okay, all right. So here's the situation I have, Mr. Harper. I think that based on the speed measuring device, the radar gun, it looks like they have you speeding in a school zone. I've got no reason to doubt the accuracy of that speed measuring device, especially based on your testimony. So I think that the city has met its burden of proving that infraction by preponderance of the evidence. And because you have rectified the issue of the license plate cover, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss that infraction at this time. So I'll find that the speeding infraction is committed, but I'll go ahead and dismiss the license plate infraction. Okay. And Mr. Harper, I assigned that order. Sir, you can come forward and we'll get you a copy of it, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here. Amari Zion McCrary Bay.
Islam, Your Honor. Grand rising to you as well.
Good morning. You are Amari Zion McCrary Bay?
Sir.
Good morning. Go ahead and have a seat. This is case 4A0892587. Mr. McCrary Bay was issued an infraction for operating a motor vehicle in excess of the posted speed limit, 11 to 15 miles per hour over the posted speed limit on December 11th, 2024. And let me take a look here. It does appear that Mr. McCrary Bay has a...
This right here is a rare moment in law. Empathy meeting justice. The judge doesn't need to lecture. He listens. It's the kind of restraint that keeps chaos from boiling over.
Court last week.
All right. And were there any objections to the filings?
There's no objection to the filings. I have reviewed make whatever argument you would like to make based upon what you've filed. I'll also let you offer any factual testimony you'd like the court to consider. Go ahead and review the officer's report first. And the court has reviewed the report of Officer Jeremy Vall, signed under a penalty of perjury, December 11th, 2024, providing his factual basis for the issuance of. And Mr. McCrary Bay, I'm going to go ahead and ask you to raise your right hand.
I'm new to this legal, and I'm not Catholic or Baptist. I'm a Moroccan national.
Yes, sir.
If it's all right, could I put my hand over my heart and say?
Yeah, that's fine. I just need you to affirm that you.
Sir.
What testimony would you like to offer the court regarding the issuance of the infraction in this case?
First of all, on that morning, driving implies that I was doing business or commerce. At the time, I was traveling because I was going from home to school, which is Clover Park Technical College. When he had pulled me over, it was over there by Clover Park, but there's a street where I had taken a left, and that's where he had pulled me over at. And he said I was in the school zone going 10 or 15 over, but I had already past the school zone, and the speed limit for that was 35, and that's when I had went 35, which was after the speed limit sign.
And Mr. McCrary Bay is this time?
Not at this time. What actually, the stop was pretextual as well, because in what he had told me, he was like, you don't have a valid driver's license, but he only ticketed me for the traveling infraction. And if I believe that's a pretextual stop, because one, I wasn't cited for no like driver's license, which you don't need a driver's license to do travel. You only need the license to do commerce. And the pretextual stop is because he gave me a citation for the traveling part, but he didn't give me a citation.
And here comes the Internet Law Handbook. I was traveling, not driving. If you've watched Sovereign Citizen clips before, you know it's coming. Legal fantasy colliding with courtroom reality. But here's the twist. The judge refuses to take the bait.
Use the vehicle traveling at a speed that exceeded the posted speed limit in a school zone. And so the officer issued on that observation, as well as the officer's personal estimation of the speed at 35 mile per hour zone. So the court will enter that finding this time. The court does note Mr. McCurry Bay pointing out that the officer did not issue a driver's license.
I did present him my passport though, too.
I do see that the enhanced traveler ID was presented. The court does note that officers do have discretion to issue or not issue an infraction, even if there is a factual or legal basis for the issuance of the infraction. And it does appear that officer for failure to have a driver's license. However, that does not negate the issuance of the school zone speeding infraction. And the court
I'm a Moroccan diplomat, which implies that I don't fall under that jurisdiction.
And under that standing for diplomacy or for diplomatic immunity, if you are seeking exemption from this court's order, that would need to be taken up diplomatic.
This is where belief meets the wall of the law. Calm, surgical, final. And yet he still tries to claim diplomatic immunity. What would you do if you were the judge here? Drop your verdict below. Guilty of denial, or just lost in ideology?
State.
Okay.
And the court has signed that order. And Mr. McCurry Bay, I'll ask you to come forward and we'll get you a copy of the court's order.
Quick question is, would there be a chance for it?
No, unfortunately, once someone requests a contested hearing and they proceed with a contested hearing, the court does not grant deferrals after a
Right.
Thank you very much, sir. You can go ahead and come forward and we'll get you a copy of that order.
Here showing that my diplomacy and it shows it's a superior court case that establishes our USD.
And sir, that is something that you can raise on appeal if you would like to bring that up on appeal. Also, again, if you're claiming a diplomatic exemption, that is something that you can also raise with the U.S. Department of State.